I'm Chad Crawford, and today we're counting down how to do Florida's top 5 Florida camping adventures. Let's get started. Coming in at number 5, we pack up the kids' tent and the chuck box and head to Ocala National Forest for some good old-fashioned family car camping. It's camping for dummies as we travel to one of Florida's true gems, the Ocala National Forest, for a family camping trip at Alexander Springs. Camping is all about the list. You gotta work the list, okay? If it's not on the list, then it's not gonna go in the car and it's not gonna be on the campsite. When you first arrive, here are some things to keep in mind. Pick a campsite with some shade, especially during the summer. Look for a site on relatively high ground. Pick a spot in close proximity to a water supply and bathroom. The spring was just a short walk from the campsite, and the kids were dying to get in the water. So we jumped in and began canoeing down the Springs Basin. And let me tell you, it was gorgeous. Studies show that children who are regularly exposed to the outdoors show less signs of anxiety and stress. And that does wonders for their parents too. And family car camping in the Ocala National Forest was a perfect way to experience the real Florida. Coming in at number 4, we're going primitive as we head to Florida's intercoastal waterways to pitch our tent in one of the gorgeous uninhabited spoil islands of the Indian River Lagoon system. Every year my dad and I try to get away on a father and son trip. Let's get all this stuff from here into the boat, right? Yeah. Our destination would be Spoil Island campsite number BC 47, which is just a few miles north of Sebastian Inlet. Prime real estate. Whew. Spoil Island camping's a lot of work. Believe me, it's worth it. Look for a shady spot when considering where to set up your tent. You sure you got this thing on right? Yep. Looks a little wobbly. Home. You ready to catch some bait?
Yeah. I think I just saw something out there.
Where?
Right over here. Perfect size. Don't miss them.
I don't miss them. After dinner, we watched a beautiful Florida sunset. And then it was time for the main event, night fishing in the Sebastian Inlet. Great thing about island camping is just being so close to such really great fishing. Okay. Oh yeah, oh.
What was it?
That's ladyfish.
Like little tarpons.
Real fun fish. I was after a snook or redfish, but a school of ladyfish kept sucking up all my bait.
Nice being out here.
It was. So make Spoil Island camping your newest Florida family tradition. At number 3 in the countdown, we're saddling up and moving out to show you how to do horseback camping, Florida cracker style. The Sunshine State's version of a cowboy was known as a Florida cracker because of the loud cracking whip he used to drive his cattle. We headed over to Forever Florida's Crescent J Ranch. We saddled up and headed out for our 3-hour tour of natural Florida in its purest form. At last, we made it to camp. Woo! Moon got me here. This may be an old Florida experience, but the camping is not primitive. It comes equipped with modern conveniences like bathrooms, showers, and hot water. Finally, it was time to sit down in front of a roaring campfire and eat some cowboy victuals. After having our fill of steak and potatoes, we kicked back as we watched the night sky light up with stars like I had never seen before. Here's how to be the captain of your own domain as we show you how to do houseboat camping. Right in the middle of the 310-mile St. Johns River lies a place untouched by time and progress. This is river country, and you can immerse yourself in this spectacular place as your own houseboat captain. We drove the houseboat up to the sandbar and dropped anchor in the clear, sparkling water. The only thing left to do was dive in and enjoy Florida. The water was spectacular.
Ooh, I got one, Daddy. I got one. Look.
Houseboating is all about charting your own course and creating a personal island oasis wherever you choose. And at the end of the day, it was time to fire up the grill. We got ignition and get some houseboat burgers going. And then we bowed our heads and gave thanks for this time as a family in one of the most special places on earth. And now, gliding down the Swanee River and into our number 1 slot on our countdown. It's truly the trip of a lifetime. This is the one I will never forget, and the one you've got to try. So sit back and take it in as we show you how to do canoe camping. The black water of the Swanee River
winds through jagged limestone cliffs and past high bluffs topped with ancient oaks. There's no better way to experience this primitive beauty than by venturing out on a canoe camping trip.
This is like a good spot to camp?
Looks like an awesome spot.
When setting up camp, your priority is always shelter. Believe me, you don't want to be setting up your tent in the dark.
Okay, there, I got it.
Chili or stew makes for a great canoe camping meal. It's easy to pack and hearty enough to fill you up. We ate dinner next to the fire, watched the moon, listened to the wildlife, but mostly we just enjoyed the moment.
It's beautiful out here at night, isn't it?
At first light, with a gentle mist rising over the black water, it was time for a hot breakfast, ham and eggs, and don't forget, coffee.
We're done, but we got to pack up and get on the river.
When you get down to it, it's really what canoe camping is all about, a journey. It's paddling down a beautiful river, taking in the amazing scenery, and stopping to check out something that looks like fun, just because you can.
For thousands of how-to and advice videos on any topic, visit monkeysea.com.